Negative self-talk. We all do it. Stay tuned for some tips on how to eliminate it. At Fitness Innovations, we train people from all walks of life and all ages. And over the years, it's fascinating to listen to the negative self-talk because it rarely lines up with reality. Business people working 80, 90 hours a week saying, "I'm lazy." Athletes at the top of their game saying, "I'm just not that good." Attractive women saying, "I'm ugly, I'm fat, I need to lose weight." While it's important to be honest with yourself when it comes to achieving goals, it doesn't help to be overly critical, to be critical in a negative sense. Because in order to achieve goals, you need a certain level of self-confidence, a certain level of self-esteem in order to give 100%. Now, one way to address this negative self-talk is to think about what you would say to someone you loved, your children, a spouse, a best friend, mother, father. If they were struggling to achieve their goals, you would encourage them, you would uplift them. You would say, "Oh, you went to the gym every day this week. That's great." Or, "Boy, you've lost 5 pounds. Keep up the good work." You wouldn't say, "You're stupid, you're undisciplined, you're lazy." So when it comes to talking to yourself, it's important that you give yourself positive messages so that you have good self-esteem in order to achieve your objectives. Because it's a balance. If you're cocky and arrogant, that's bad. If you're insecure, feeling inferior, that's not good either. We need that balance in order to have the right mindset to achieve our goals. So one possible solution to negative self-talk is to think about what you would say to someone that you loved. So there is one possible problem with the technique we just talked about. Some people just can't love themselves. And if that's the case, I have another approach. So I've been traveling a bit more in the last several years. And when you travel, you don't always know where you're going. So I tend to use my GPS more frequently. And over the years, I've been thinking about this. I've been writing about this in my journal, that the GPS is non-judgmental. It's very matter of fact. And if you're driving somewhere, it says, after the next 2 lights, turn right. In the next 5 miles, take exit 25. It's just very matter of fact and gives you efficient directions to get to your goal or your destination. But if you screw up, if you miss a turn, it doesn't say, "Jeff, I can't believe you missed that turn. I told you twice to turn right at that light. Now we're going to be late. If you would have just listened to me, everything would have gone smoothly." So the GPS isn't judgmental. It doesn't do that. Now, if we make an error, it's important that we look at what we did and we learn from our mistakes. But we need to quickly process that information and then get back on track towards our goals. It's not helpful to spend time saying, "I can't believe I did that. Why did I do that? My life would be so much better if I wasn't so stupid." None of that's helpful. So if you have trouble with the self-love approach, if that doesn't work for you, then the GPS approach might, because it's very matter of fact. It's not judgmental. It's not emotional. So next time you have an error or make a mistake when pursuing a goal, just think about the GPS. What can I learn from this situation, and how can I redirect and get right back on track towards my goal? Hopefully one of these 2 techniques will help you with negative self-talk. If you've enjoyed this video, please help us build the channel by liking and subscribing. I'm Jeff Rowley for Fitness Innovations.